Erase. Hello everyone, so another video again, and this is part 2 of my previous upload about job in Finland. So for this video, I am going to share 5 important things to keep in mind when you arrive here in Finland or when you've started working. So first is the language. It's number 1 for me. When I was still in the Philippines, it took me 6 months to complete the language course provided by the agency before I got my working visa and before I flew here in Finland. So when learning the Finnish language, it really requires a lot of patience from you. It will require you to memorize a lot of vocabs, as in super a lot. When I was taking the language course, we even bought a small dictionary, a pocket dictionary, which is always with us. It's this thick and it's this small, and there are a lot of words there, a lot of, well, you know what a dictionary is, so yeah. So for my co-nurses there, for my fellow nurses who are coming here in Finland to work from the same agency where I've been to, when you arrive to that workplace, you will have that guide, which is also your workmate, and that workmate will be helping you know the stuffs or the things that's going on there in that workplace, and also that workmate will also help you with your language. At least for me, for my case, my guide before became my friend, so she was also, or they were also helping me with my language. So I am just going to share what helped me improve my Finnish language is I tried talking with my patients, or we call them our residents because I worked at home care for the aged. Yeah. We don't call them patients, we call them here residents, because they're like the residents of that building. So yeah, they're residents, and at the same time they are your patients. So that's for the language. For me, it is important to really learn the language because it will give you more job opportunities here in Finland, especially if you want to pursue your bachelor's degree or if you want to pursue another job. It is important to know the language. So second, number 2 is apartment. My experience before may be super duper different from what you will be experiencing now. Syempre, of course, it depends sa agency and it depends with the company you are coming to work for. For me and my friends, we were lucky enough because the company provided us, not really provided, the company arranged an apartment for us. So when we arrived in Finland, we went straight to that apartment and the apartment was ready for us. It was a super nice apartment. It was a 3-bedroom apartment in the city center with a very wide balcony, and also very near the shops, very near the mall, and very near the bus stop. So it was super nice, and we were so lucky to have that kind of setup na everything were ready when we arrived here. So here's another one to keep in mind about apartments. Walang libre, guys. We are gonna pay for our rent, for electricity, and for water bill. I know from other countries the company provides for accommodations, but here in Finland nothing is free. We will really have to take care of ourselves. You will be paying for everything that you need. So tipid tips, guys, if you are still starting your life here, it is best to live with your friends, to have housemates, board mates, or whatever you call them, to share with the rent, because rent here is quite expensive, and it depends, it varies on what or how they say it, what city you're living at. And in addition to the rent, there's also the insurance that you will have to pay. Depende sa inyo. Kung sa amin, we paid quarterly. So always keep in mind na we need to pay the apartment's insurance. And take note guys, most buildings, they have laundry area or even drying area, dryer room. Basta kuwivaus huwa na yun sa Finnish. So yeah, keep that in mind also, because it's a big relief to know that there's a laundry area there. Mapapagaan syempre yung ating life. So third, expenses. As I've mentioned on my previous video, you will have to have paulit-ulit, a pocket money before you come here, like a pocket money that will last for a month before you receive your first salary. Grocery prices are okay. I can say that they are affordable, especially when you find a shop where you can buy cheaper products. But these products are just the same with the other shop, ganon. Anyway, when you arrived Finland, you can canvas, and I do recommend that you canvas first before you do grocery shopping, because some grocery shops are really expensive. When you are starting, or when you are just starting here, I also recommend flea markets, thrift shops. There are a lot here around the city, or wherever you go, there are thrift shops. Also, when we started here, there were Filipinos. There were already a Filipino community around, on the city where we were assigned to. And we were lucky enough also, because those Filipinas helped us. So the fourth thing to keep in mind is healthcare. Are you gonna pay for your doctor's visits? Are you gonna pay for your checkups, for your medicines? If you get sick, you will have to immediately inform your manager or your supervisor about that. And your manager may ask from you a doctor's medical certificate, doctor's medical certificate. Or sometimes no. Depends on the manager. But you will have to ask for that. And if you needed to visit a doctor, you wouldn't have to pay for that. But you will have to pay some amount if you needed to buy medicine. So number 5, the fifth important thing to keep in mind is tax. Tax is a big part of your salary. Super laking kaltas talaga nun sa gross income. When you receive your payslip, you may be so, for me, before, I've been so excited to see, I'm gonna have this sahod, this monthly salary. But I didn't realize how tax plays a super major role sa aking payslip, because you will be surprised with the amount, with the net salary that you will be receiving in your bank accounts. So sa tax, papakita ko example ng salary or payslip na na-receive ko. So sa payslip, makikita mo doon yung percentage ng tax mo. You can see from there your tax percentage, which is different from the unemployment tax that you will be paying. And also the pension tax, or I'll translate it literally, as retirement tax. So that's usually the 3 taxes that you will be seeing from your payslips. Those are the major taxes that you will have to pay every single month. It is important that you monitor your tax percentage because there's a certain tax percentage for a certain yearly income. So if you have declared that you will have this yearly income, like for 2020's income, they will be giving you that specific tax for that income. You will have to monitor that your income wouldn't be over what you have declared, because then you will have to pay back.
Yay! Tapos na! I'm done sharing with you guys the 5 important things to keep in mind, or the 5 things to know before you come here in Finland, before you start working, and I think those are the things that will help you start your life here. Tervetuloa Suomeen!